Good morning, I'm Al Litman, Mayor of Mesquite. We don't have an update on COVID-19 until later today, as the Southern Nevada Health District is not updating the city on the weekends. With that said, I want to speak to you about a subject I touched on before: stress, anxiety, and its outcomes if we do not address it quickly. We are only partway through the stay-at-home directive. How long after this directive expires, no one knows yet. In the meantime, I'm seeing stress turn into distress, and anxiety for some turn into anger. I see this in the many posts on social media that start off positive and often end up negative in tone. We can slow down our distress and we can curb our anxiety and anger if we just sit back and think about what we can control and what we can't. We have no control as individuals in curbing this virus and its effects on our well-being, past following the guidelines of self-distancing, hand washing, sanitizing, etc. We can control our behaviors, however. Let me talk about just one area of concern that has been blown way out of proportion: the closing of our golf courses by the directive of the governor. Neither I as the mayor nor anyone from the city of Mesquite ordered them closed. The courses are a source of revenue for the city in many ways. Why would we cut off the head of the goose that laid the golden egg? Our local economy is hurting. It will take years to come back to where it was before the COVID-19 disaster. We need to support all business in Mesquite, best we can, but some things are not within our control. As I read many of the comments, I see neighbor pitting themselves against neighbor over this unnecessary issue. We have more important things to do than just argue at a time like this. We need to work together for the common good of our community and put aside the small stuff. What I see as important right now is helping our local Salvation Army and our food bank, making sure they have the necessary money and food needed to help our neighbors who may not be as fortunate as others. We need to check on our elderly and those who find it difficult to go to the market for basics. We need to call our friends and family often, as social isolation is a serious problem for so many before COVID-19 and is more so now. This is no time to be selfish. I think you will find that helping others will alleviate this stress, lower anxiety, and leave little room for anger. We didn't ask for what has occurred, but we can react in a positive way. Please don't get the idea I'm preaching to you. I'm just thinking out loud about what is within our control and what isn't. I won't mention supporting any one individual business, but this might be a good time to evaluate what you might need that you have put off. I know if you're financially hurting, you can't. But if a business that is open currently has something you need and is essential, buy it if you can. We need every business in Mesquite to come through this with as little damage as possible. I have been told financial relief is on the way, but when? For many, waiting will be nearly impossible. Unemployment checks won't get here if you can't get through to apply. Stimulus checks hopefully will start to arrive shortly, but when is shortly? Gasoline prices have come down, but it doesn't do you any good if you have no money to make the purchase and your credit cards are maxed out. What I'm getting at is this: make sure our local charities are taken care of, please. They probably could use volunteers to help distribute food or whatever is needed in our community. If we are to get through this with minimal damage, we need to work together for the common good. That's something we can control. Take care of yourself and family. Social distance. Wash your hands frequently with soap. Sanitize and use common sense when you're out in public with others. A mask might not be foolproof, but wear one if possible. It's probably better than no protection. If you need more information, please go to health.mesquitenv.gov. Tomorrow, the Alzheimer's and Dementia Support Group will have their phone conference at 2 p.m. The call-in number is 1-401-379-3168. And the PIN number is, when prompted, 666-571-107#. Remember, we will get through this, but we need to work together. We are strong, Mesquite strong. Thank you.